We start with Gate Architecture paper 2012, question number 32 to question number 46, which is basically match the followings. So question number 32, match the books in group 1 with their authors in group 2. So basically author and groups. So let's do over here authors and books. So I'll write author's name, Jane Jacob, and the book was The Death and Life of Great American Cities. Then we come Kevin Lynch. Kevin Lynch was in 2010 question paper also, I think. Kevin Lynch, which is The Image of the City. Then we have Francis D.K. Ching. You must have heard his name also starting from the first semester onwards, the Ching book, and this is a very famous book also. It's Form, Space and Order. Then we have Gideon S. wrote Space, Time and Architecture. One more option there is given, which is Ian McHarg, and he wrote the book Design with Nature. This was your question number 32. Then moving on to question number 33, match the schemes in group with the specific targets in group 2. So schemes and their targets. So let's do it. First one, you have JNNURM. This we have seen in 2011 question paper also. This stands for, I'll just write the full form also, Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewal Mission. And its basic goal was infrastructure and slum upgradation. I'll probably make a video of all these different schemes also when they started, in what context they're working. But right now, just we know this much detail for this question. So IAY is your Indira Awas Yojana. This also has come in 2010 or 2011 question paper. Indira Awas Yojana is currently called Pradhan Mantri Gramin Awas Yojana, and as the name suggests, it's housing for below poverty line families, for the rural poor. This is. Then we have PURA, Pura, which is provision of urban amenities to rural sector. And this basically, as the name suggests, the basic aim is to do this only urban amenities for rural sectors or rural areas. Then we have NREGA. NREGA is basically National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. And as the name suggests, it works for rural employment. This was your question number 33. Now moving on to question number 34. Match the concepts with personalities. So this personalities here means architects or philosophers because they were different. So I'll just write concepts, personalities. First we have linearity. I think once you do 5-year question paper also you will get to understand that many of the questions are more or less based on the information of the last 3 to 4 years. Some of the questions are same in some form. So linearity concept was given by Soria Vaimata. This person has also like helped in designing Madrid, which is also like based on a linear pattern only. So linearity was given by Soria Vaimata. Then we come to radiant city, which was given by Le Corbusier. You can remember it in this way that if you have ever visited Chandigarh or if you ever see a picture of Chandigarh, there are lots of roundabouts present. So you can, radiant is obviously like a circular pattern, so you can remember it that way. Then we have garden city, given by Ebenezer Howard. And then we have archaeology, not to be confused by archaeology. Archaeology is another thing, archaeology is another thing. So archaeology is given by Paolo Soleri. Paolo Soleri. Moving on to question number 35. Match the plan drawings with the respective scales. So plan drawings and scale. Whenever we submit a scale into the municipality, we need to follow certain scales, and this is just what the question is asking. So first we have site plan. The site plan is given on a 1:500 scale. And we have perspective plan. Which is given on a very high scale. It's 1:1 and then 6 zeros. Then we have a master plan. Which is given on 1:20,000 scale. Then we have a zonal plan. Which is given 1:4,000. Coming to question number 36, match the terminologies with their corresponding meanings. Question number 36. First term we have is antarala. This is related to in temple architecture. So antarala means antechamber. You can remember it this way also, that both the terms have this ant word in it. So you can remember it that way, Antarala meaning antechamber. Then we have Mandapa. You will find that these all options are related to Indian temple architecture, like Hinduism, Hindu temples architecture, but where these are basically asking where the same thing is found in different architectural like civilizations or different architectural temple styles, and but they are basically the same thing, they are just known differently. So mandapa is your pillared sanctuary. Pillared sanctuary, like Antarala is the innermost area, and then the innermost area. Then Mandapa is your pillared sanctuary, which we have all. These are all Indian temple terms. Please do see a sketch or a plan of an Indian temple architecture. Then we have Gopuram. Gopuram is present in South Indian architecture. It is a gateway. It is the name of the gateway. And then we have Prasada, which is a palace hall. South Indian temple architecture, you can find all these things. Then we move on to question number 37, which is match the standard safety color codes of group 1 with their corresponding usage in group 2. So first you have blue color. It's basically said that certain areas or certain things are given a specific color, and which are universally or which are accepted on a national level. So this is just asking that. So like blue usually means recyclable waste. You can see blue colored symbols on recycle bins also. So this is recyclable waste. Then you have green, which is biodegradable waste. So you can remember it as it is green, so it mixes with the, it goes back to the environment. So biodegradable waste, green color stands for it. Then you have red, which is fire protection equipment. This is just, many things can have the same color, but this is what is given in the in this particular question, so I'm just mentioning this only. There are different color schemes for different things, which you will see in the different question papers also. This question has been asked also multiple times. Then we have yellow. Yellow is basically stumbling against hazards. So basically like a warning, stumbling against hazards. You can see whenever there is a warning symbol, you have like a symbol in yellow. There is one more usage which is allotted, and I'll just give the color. So purple color, or basically purple yellow color, purple or purple yellow, stands for radiation hazards or radioactive waste. Question number 38 was marks to all type of question. Something was like the question was not sufficient enough for the answer, so we move on to question number 39. This is basically match the projects with their architects. So I will first write the architect here, and we can write projects over here. So first architect we have is Santiago Calatrava. I will mention 2 or 3 different projects at once only. Milwaukee Art Museum in Wisconsin, USA. So this was what mentioned in the question. Then we have World Trade Center, New York. And we also have Athens Olympic Park in Greece. Olympic question is a very typical question because obviously it happens every 4 years and all new structures, new buildings are made for that. So it's safer to read about the Olympics, who did what at what year also. Then we have the next architect is Tadawando. We have Modern Art Museum in Fort Worth. See these pictures also sometimes it has not come recently about the pictures, but you never know, so you can just see the pictures also. You have the Church of Light, and you also have a 4x4 house. 4x4 house, this is in Japan, so you can see the example of that also. Then we have Richard Maya. Which is the person behind Getty Center in Los Angeles, in LA. We have City Tower, Prague. We have Douglas House. We also have a returning architect over here, Daniel Libeskind. The question it was Freedom Tower, New York, and the rest for the more of his works you can refer to the 2011 video. Question number 40 is your AutoCAD question, so I will link the video of the AutoCAD questions. All of the year of AutoCAD questions are done in one place only. Question number 41 is a transportation based question, so I'll do that later. I'll make a separate video for transportation for the basic topics of transportation. Sorry, 42. Moving on to question number 42. This also match the architects with their terms. So these are basically certain terms which have been provided. Terms here means that maybe they have a certain style of architecture, or they have a specific definition. So like this. So first we have Kisho Kurokawa. I have already mentioned this in previous video also. He had a style of metabolism. Then you have Kenyang, Eco Skyscrapers. This is in Mumbai. Singapore. Singapore. For this metabolism, you can have the Nagakin capsule tower example, which was in the previous question. We have done it in the previous 2010 to 2011 question. Then for this, you can see Singapore's ecological EDITT edit tower. Then you have Shigeru Ban. Which gave the concept of basically worked with paper tubes. An example would be Pompidou Center in France. Then we have Mies van der Rohe. or MVDR is also it's written. In some questions you will find it written MVDR also. So means founded OM. Give minimalism. You can see this example in his Farnsworth house. Farnsworth house. Moving on to question number 43. Match the terms with their meanings. So these terms are associated with mosque architecture. So you have first mimbar, which is a pulpit. You please also refer to a sketch or a diagram. I'll probably link the sketches of our temple and mosque also over here because certain terms have come. Then Qibla. Qibla basically shows direction of Mecca. Then you have Livan, which is a pillared assembly hall. And you have Baradari, which is a covered passage. Around central court. Question number 44 is your basically it has traps and locations. This is a plumbing based question. So first is your P trap. Sorry. So P trap or S trap or Q trap. You remember this is used in water closets. Basically European WCs, Western WCs. Then we have gully trap. Gully trap is used in inspection chambers. So it's not used in your house, it's used in outside of your house where the water from your house goes into the sewage line. So there we have the inspection chambers and there the gully trap is used. Then we have bottle trap. Bottle trap is actually used in your wash basins. So just take a look at your wash basin, take a look at the bottle trap picture and you will understand what it is. It's basically the pipe which comes out from the basin and gets connected to the wall or the plumbing systems. That's the bottle trap. And then we have flow trap. Flow trap is basically the jali or the trap which is present in your bathing space, in your washrooms. Question number 45 is your building construction components with their corresponding areas. So first we have bracket plate. Bracket plate, this is basically used in rolling shutters. So rolling shutters are like you have like in shops or in workshops, so you have like these things and then the shutter is like this. So basically this is the bracket plate. If you see any picture of rolling shutter you will understand what it is. Now you have a kick plate. Kick plate was used traditionally in toilet doors. This is basically an area of a door. So like if this is your door, the kick plate will be over here. In older houses it was like a aluminum sheet was kept on top of it. That was a kick plate so that the door does not get deteriorated over time through water. Then you have pressure plate, which is used in curtain wall. Curtain wall is your basically glass uh, glass walls. Yeah, glass walls. Then you have base plate. Base plates are used in steel columns. So these are basically like if you have a column, then this is your base plate. Question number 46 is your match the historical buildings with their styles. So I'll write here styles, and the first one we have is Roman. So what are the few of the buildings in Roman styles? So first one is Pantheon. Remember where Pantheon is and where Parthenon is. They sound the same and they also look a bit same also. So just keep it in mind. Then you have Roman example is a Colosseum also. They have lots of aqueduct. Aqueduct was the water transporting system name, so that's also very uh, distinctive style. Then you have Baroque architecture. Baroque architecture had St. Paul's Cathedral in London, had St. Peter's Basilica, and it had Palace of Versailles, which is in France. And we studied about the garden uh, in the video where I've made a detailed discussion about gardens. So this is in France. The Versailles Garden is a formal French garden. Then you have Renaissance. Saint Saint Peter's Basilica, Rome. This is both examples of Baroque and Renaissance as well because many features overlap, so it's not like one distinctive style. And then they have Duomo Santa Maria, Duomo Santa Mario del Fiore, or Dome of Santa Maria in Florence. We have Gothic architecture. We have Notre Dame, Paris. We have Westminster Abbey in London or in England, yeah. And then we have Cathedral. Canterbury Cathedral. We also have one more option mentioned, which is Romanesque architecture. Examples, you can don't confuse between Roman and Romanesque also. And then one of the finest examples is Leaning Tower of Pisa. Pisa Cathedral is present there. Pisa, this is the tower was constructed um, just beside the church. So there's a Pisa Cathedral, and this tower was constructed, and obviously it leaned. So now it's a very famous tourist destination. So that's it for the match the following questions. Thank you.